Hello, you beautiful souls of the internet. My name is Pia Rivera, and my native language is Spanish. I am a character that decided that I was gonna have some fun borning in the beautiful lands of Mexico. I've been wanting to do videos in English for those of you that watch my channel and are not English speakers. What's happening, girl? I just got my dog. I brought my dog in after playing with her other dog friends, and now she's complaining why did I brought her in, but it's kind of late. And her friends are at the street, and I don't like to leave her that much or that long on the street without my supervision because cars and motorcycles are kind of rude, but with dogs. But regardless of that, I'm gonna have to just jump into the flow with this little mother beautiful flow breaker of my dog crying or not wanting to go to bed or relax herself. Okay, ya. Guarda silencio. Shh. Cálmate. Ya jugaste con tus amigas, sí, sí. A dormir. I was about to pull out the chancla. The mental chancla. Okay, so back to English. Yeah, I want to do a video for you. I want to do a lot of videos for you guys. For those folks that will randomly might not know me from nowhere. And they just reach my YouTube channel or my YouTube video. I want to talk about something very fun, let's say. Something that I find pretty fun, pretty interesting, it's like childlike reality where when I was a child, really felt that anything and all those cartoons, let's say, all this characters from these movies that I liked were actually freaking real. Like they were real, like you and me. So for me, it's fantastic to get to this kind of realizations and the adulthood and have a reconciliation of paradoxes. Girl, my English is pretty well. Sorry, my English is pretty well, pretty cool, I like it. I like how I articulate, try to improve my accent, but whatever. So the idea of what I wanted to share with you first is an experience. What's happening to you? No, I'm not letting you out, baby. I am not letting you out to the street. Like, you go to bed, or you could just laid on my bed for a while. But as soon as I go to bed, you don't. But be quiet. Back to the story time. A very psychedelic one, by the way. So I was like 15, 16 years old. I live in Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco. Beautiful Mexico, Puerto Vallarta, Jalisco. And there is a town named El Tuito. Like, I don't want to announce this and make El Tuito like next Sayulita, because I'm just going to go crazy if that happens, because I quite not appreciate some things about Sayulita, but I'm just keeping that for myself because this is actually the omen in terms of separation. So we're gonna leave that aside. So it's in El Tuito. It's like el municipality of Cabo Corrientes. And there, in rainy season, it grows magic mushrooms. To be honest, I don't think it's that easy to go pick them up currently, like at the moment in this present time. But when I was young, as I said, I don't know, I remember maybe 15 or 16 years old, maybe less, maybe just 14, 15, 16, I don't know. I was very high in the skies. We were part of the same source. Sorry, I just got to change that. So you know who doesn't do weird stuff with my videos, because me talking about this kind of stuff. That's a good thing about editing videos. But yeah. So we went to El Tuito, and me and a bunch of friends, male friends, and we went to pick up shrimps from the poop of the cow. And we ate a bunch of them. And in our way back home, one of my friends needed to go back to her mom's to tell her that she was completely fine, everything was cool. Then she was gonna come with us and go back to her mom's, I don't know, later. So I remember that it was clear daytime. It was like very clear. We were, me and others, to be honest, I don't quite remember who. I might have an idea, but me and others were sitting down in the sidewalk waiting for my friend to come down. This is like in daytime. And I was very psychedelic. I had a very psychedelic state of mind. And suddenly I start feeling like the car is haunted or something like that, because I start feeling something was alive around the car, like something was just in the car, something, and my first thought was, oh god, this car is freaking haunted, or what the fuck, what the fush. And then I was gonna freak out and just like panic, but I said to myself, don't be a coward, man, it's like daytime and my friends are next to me, it's not like something bad is gonna happen right now. And I had the courage to stare at the car and analyze what was happening there. And suddenly, I had telepathy with the car. I literally had telepathy with the car. Like, the way the car was talking to me was not very specific, and words were intellectual communication through words. It was just like a gut feeling, like intuitively, I was just feeling what the car was feeling. And obviously, like, I have a language. My language interpretate the way I'm gonna tell you what I felt that the car was telling me. Just by feelings, not by words. But how do I recognize that language? Because it is a language. It's because it's the language of the heart. It doesn't need concepts, or it doesn't have to have any reason, logic, or it doesn't have to make no sense just to be its language of the heart. So the car was saying to me that indeed he was alive. And I was like, what? No way. The car said yes. The fact that you cannot grasp how can I be alive is because I'm not alive as the form that you are alive. We're a different type of experiences or ways of dreaming whatever is happening, or we're conscious of, or I don't know, man. And he said he, she, whatever. I felt it like a he. Don't ask me why. And he told me that inject life to it was the emotions of all the people that owned him, bought him, took rides on him, had fights like in him with other people, had joy and laughter with other people. I mean, the fact that these people were having all this emotional experiences, that he was alive because all the emotions that he made us experience. I wasn't able to grasp this level of understanding until right now. But back then I was like 16 years old. I knew what was he talking about. I knew perfectly. I just didn't know how to describe it or put it out in words. I wasn't even integrated. Years for me to remember that what happened and suddenly integrate it the way I could express it in this moment. So back to the story. The car told me that because the thing is that I start feeling kind of sad. I just start feeling kind of sad because the car was telling me that he felt abandoned and he was sad because we abandoned him. And I was like, I did not tell anyone. I was like, as I said, I didn't even know what I did with that information at that time of my life. It just came out in a camera after more than 15 years since it happened. So, what I can tell you about is that the first time I remember it like this way with this understanding was like maybe 5, 8, maybe months ago. I was living at this place in Puerto Vallarta, in a very central, very like a town, or I don't know how, zone, a street, a hood that was very near downtown. Everybody wants to live there. And there was like a lot of drug use around that neighborhood. I'm not supposed to say that word. There was a lot of substance. There was a lot of illegal substance being sold around that place. I was taking a shower with this bucket and a smaller bucket to heat the water so it could be warm, hot, and not shower with cold water. I mean, like, I'm trying to improve my English, like, don't judge me. So then I have to take like the cup and pour the hot water so I could take a shower. But in the meantime, I'm feeling cold because the hot water is not coming out from the shower. And I mean, and I felt like, dang, not cool. I don't like this. And when I felt that, suddenly I remember about for this experience that I had on Magic M Shrooms when I was from 14 to 16. And I start to feel a lot of compassion for everything. Like, for everything. A sense of compassion just flooded my heart. And I just start crying. And I start feeling this great appreciation for everything that that exists, because it's just here to serve its best purpose. And I start feeling the sadness of the bucket that I was using, the bathroom, like complete bathroom. I start to feel the sadness of those inanimated objects, because I felt they were not serving me ideally, and their only purpose of existence is to serve me, and they were not being enough for me. And I just said, it was magical, man. It was like, oh my God, I feel I love this bucket. I'm so sorry. You totally fulfill me. You totally fulfill my service. I was blessed, and I was thanking the bucket and thanking the shower and thanking the towel and thanking my bed and thanking everything. Like in the movie The Beauty and the Beast, that the inanimated objects are actually real. They have emotions. It was fantastic, man. And I remember that after that, somehow, some way, without me even being after it, like after the thought, or after the thing, I got like tag at a Facebook post from my sister of this place. It was magical, man, that they were renting the mountain, like of PB. A magical neighborhood, a beautiful apartment. When I got there, I felt like I bent the reality. Like, I felt that was like one of my first quantum leaps, because it did not happen only outside. I mean, it was happening inside. I just felt how I changed or jumped or to a different timeline, and it actually manifested in the exterior world. Yeah, that is for today, folks. I'm very happy that I follow my intuition's desire to make this video for all of you with a lot of love. See you in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe.